Nanyang Primary School. Second Semestral Assessment 2019. Primary 3 Mathematics. Nanyang Primary School. Second Semestral Assessment 2019. Primary 3 Mathematics Booklet A. Question 1. What is the number shown by all the numbers discs? There are a total of 4 100, 1 1000, 2 10 and 3 1. Add 400 plus 1000 plus 20 plus 3 and you will get 1423. The answer is 4. Question 2. Arrange the following numbers from the smallest to the largest. Out of these three numbers, 4676 will be the smallest, followed by 6467, and lastly 6647. The answer is 2. Question 3. What is the sum of 4745 and 2243? Adding 4745 to 2243, the sum will be 6988. The answer is 4. Question 4. Find the value of 6243 minus 2986. Subtracting 6243 and 2986, the difference will be 3257. The answer is 1. Question 5. Find the value of 72 divided by 9. Divide 72 by 9. The quotient will be 8. The answer is 3. Question 6. Mr. Ong sells 468 bowls of noodles in a day. How many bowls of noodles can he sell in 7 such days? Multiplying 468 by 7, the product will be 3276. The answer is 4. Question 7. What is the remainder when 274 is divided by 6? Divide 274 by 6. The quotient will be 45. And the remainder will be 4. The answer is 4. Question 8. Which of the following fractions is not an equivalent fraction of 2/4? Reducing 2/4 to the lowest term, you will get half. Therefore, from the options, 6/12 and 3/6 can be reduced to half. The only fraction that cannot be reduced to half is 5/8. The answer is 3. Question 9. Arrange the following fractions from the smallest to the largest. 4/5, half, 3/4. You will need to convert the three fractions to a common denominator for easier comparison. The common denominator for the three fractions will be 20. Converting 4/5 to base 20, the fraction will be 16 over 20. Half will be 10th over 20, and 3/4 will be 15 over 20. The fraction can be arranged in this order: half, 3/4 and 4/5. The answer is 4. Question 10. Which of the following figures show an angle that is smaller than a right angle? From the figures, you can clearly see that figure 2, 3 and 4 have an angle more than 90 degrees. The answer is 1. Question 11. The figure below is drawn on a 1-unit square grid. Find the perimeter of the figure below. From the figures, there is a total of 12 sides. There are 4 units for each side. Multiply 12 by 4. The product will be 48. The answer is 1. Question 12. J has the following number cards. Using each digit only once, what is the smallest 4-digit odd number he can form? In order to form the smallest 4-digit odd number, you will need to use the smallest number for the thousand place. In this scenario will be the number 1, as 0 will not be considered as a 4-digit number when used. The next smallest number will be 0 and can be used in the hundred place. The next smallest number will be 3, which can be used in the 10 place. It is mentioned that it require an odd number. You will need to use the number 7 for the 1 place, instead of the number 4. The answer is 2. Question 13. The triangles below are filled with numbers in a certain pattern. What is the missing number? From the triangle, we can see that using the number at the bottom left minus the number on the bottom right, you will get the answer at the top of the triangle. Subtracting 7,984 from 7,934, the difference will be 50. The answer is 2. Question 14. There were 312 adults at a concert. There were 3 times as many children as adults at the concert. How many people were there at the concert? The total number of children will be multiply 312 by 3. The product will be 936. Adding 936 to 312, the sum will be 1248. The answer is 1. Question 15. The painters have 848 houses to paint. They paint 8 houses each day. How many days will the painters take to finish painting all the houses? Dividing 848 by 8. The quotient is 106. The answer is 3. Question 16. Every morning, Muthu drives 2,111 meters from his home to his office. After work, he drives the same way home. What is the total distance he drives every day? Muthu drives 2,111 meters from his home to his office. If he drives the same way home, he will drive another 2,111 meters home. Multiply 2,111 meters by 2. You will get the product 4,222 meters. Convert 4,222 meters into kilometer and meter. The answer 4 kilometers 222 meters. The answer is 2. Question 17. In the diagram below, the letter E, T, X and Z are drawn on a square grid. Which one of the letters has both parallel lines and perpendicular lines? In the diagram, we can clearly see that both E and Z have parallel lines. Both E and T have perpendicular lines. Therefore the only alphabet that has both parallel lines and perpendicular lines will be E. The answer is 1. Question 18. The figure below show a rectangle and a square. The rectangle and the square have the same perimeter. Find the length of one side of the square. The perimeter of the rectangle is multiply 12 cm by 2 plus 6 cm by 2, and the perimeter will be 36 cm. The length of one side of the square will be dividing 36 cm by 4, and the length of the side is 9 cm. The answer is 2. Question 19. Sana bought 358 mangoes on Monday. She bought another 248 mangoes on Tuesday. She packed all the mangoes into boxes. Each box could hold up to 7 mangoes. What was the smallest number of boxes she would need to pack all the mangoes? Sana bought 358 mangoes on Monday and 248 mangoes on Tuesday. Adding 358 to 248, Sana will have 606 mangoes altogether. Divide 606 by 7 mangoes per box. You will get 86 boxes, remainder 4 mangoes. In order to hold the remainder 4 mangoes, you will need another box. Therefore, the smallest number of boxes needed will be 87 boxes. The answer is 4. Question 20. Linda was thinking of a 4-digit number. The sum was 13 when she added all the digits together. The sum of the first and second digit was 7. The difference between the third and fourth digit was 0. What was the third digit? As the sum of first and second digit was 7, the sum of the third and fourth number will be 3 minus 7, and answer is 6. The difference between the third and fourth number is 0. Therefore the third and fourth number will be the same number. Take 6 divided by 2 and the answer will be 3. The answer is 3. Nanyang Primary School. Second Semestral Assessment 2019. Primary 3 Mathematics Booklet B. Question 21. There were 4,980 pupils in a stadium. 2,420 of the pupils were boys. The rest were girls. How many girls were there at the stadium? Subtracting 4,980 by 2,420, the difference is 2,560. There are a total of 2,560 girls at the stadium. Question 22. What is the missing numerator? Let us take a look at the denominator for both fraction. The missing numerator over 6 is equal to 16 over 24. From 24 down to 6 is a decrease in 4-fold. Take 16 divided by 4. You will get 4. The missing numerator is 4. Question 23. How many hours and minutes are there in 176 minutes? There's 60 minutes in an hour. There are 120 minutes in 2 hours. Subtracting 176 minutes by 120 minutes, the difference is 56 minutes. The answer will be 2 hours 56 minutes. Question 24. The figure below shows a line XY and point A on a square grid. Draw a line perpendicular to XY passing through point A. You will need to draw a line cutting across the line XY and form a right angle for a perpendicular line. Question 25. Devi made some bracelets for Friendship Day. Each bracelet was made up of 4 square beads and 5 round beads. She used a total of 28 square beads. How many round beads did Devi use to make all the bracelets? Devi had used a total of 28 square beads. Each bracelet used 4 square beads. Divide 28 by 4. The quotient is 7. There are a total of 7 sets of bracelets. Multiply 7 sets by 5 round beads. You will get a total of 35 round beads. Question 26. At a match, Team B scored 264 points. Team A scored 3 times as many points as Team B. Team C scored 35 more points than Team A. How many points did Team C score? You will need to find how many points Team A has scored before able to find Team C points. Multiply 264 by 3. You will get 792 points, which is how much Team A has scored. Add 35 to 792. Team C has scored 827 points. Question 27. Ishak had 579 cookies. He packed all the cookies into bags of 4 with some left over. How many cookies were left over? Dividing 579 cookies by 4, you will get 144 bags, remainder 3 cookies. Question 28. Miss Chu gave some stickers to 9 children. She gave each child 78 stickers and had 12 stickers left. How many stickers did she have at first? Each child had collected 78 stickers. 9 children had collected 78 multiplied by 9, and they collected a total of 702 stickers. Add 702 stickers to 12 stickers. Ms. Chu had 714 stickers at first. Question 29. The figure below is made up of 3 identical square. 1/12 of the figure below is shaded. Shade more parts so that 1/6 of the figure is shaded. You will need to split the 2 squares into 4 smaller triangles per square. There will be a total of 12 identical triangles. To make the figure 1/6 shaded, you will need to shade 1 triangle to make 2 shaded triangles. Question 30. Look at the number lines below. Find the sum of A and B. In Figure A, you can clearly see that there are a total of 8 intervals from the value 0 to 1. If we divide 1 by 8 intervals, each interval will be 0.125. A is at the 3rd interval. So multiple 3 by 0.125 and you will get 0.375. In Figure B, B lay in the middle between 0 to 1. Therefore the value of B will be 0.5. Adding 0.375 to 0.5, the sum of A plus B will be 0.875. Question 31. Mary had $100. She bought the following items as shown below. How much money did she have left? The rice cooker cost $22.80. An iron cost $33.40. Adding $22.80 to $33.40, the sum is $56.20. Using Mary's $100 minus $56.20, Mary is left with $43.80. Question 32. The weighing scales show the mass of the following objects. What is the mass of the milk carton? The figure shows 2 scales. One of the scale is weighing the rice and milk. The other scale is weighing just the rice. In order to find the mass of the milk, you will need to take the weight on the first scale and less off the weight on the second scale. Subtracting 5 kg 200 grams by 3 kg 400 grams, you will get the answer 1 kg 800 grams. Question 33. Shimon had 868 grams of flour. She used 40 grams of flour and packed the remaining flour equally into 6 bags. How much flour did she pack in each bag? Subtracting 868 grams from 40 grams, you will get 828 grams of flour. Divide 828 by 6. Each bag will have 138 grams of flour. Question 34. Sigi spent 2 hours 15 minutes tidying her room. When she finished tidying the room, it was 7:50 p.m. What time did she start tidying her room? Sigi finished tidying her room at 7:50 p.m. Subtracting 7 hours 50 minutes by 2 hours 15 minutes, you will get the answer 5 hours 35 minutes. So Sigi started tidying her room at 5:35 p.m. Question 35. The length of a rectangle is 5 times its breadth. The breadth of the rectangle is 9 c. What is the area of the rectangle? Multiplying 9 cm by 5, the length of the rectangle will be 45 cm. Multiplying 45 cm by 9 cm, the area of the rectangle will be 405 cm square. Question 36. The graph below shows the different ways a group of pupils from class 3K go to school. The bar that shows the number of pupils who goes to school by car is not drawn. There are 40 pupils in class 3K. Find the number of pupils in class 3K who do to school by car. If you observe the graph carefully, you can see that the number of pupils taking school bus to school is 17. The number of pupils taking public transport to school is 8. Adding 17 to 8, the sum is 25. The total number of pupils in class 3K, which is 40, subtracting by 25. The number of pupils go to school by car is 15. Question 37. Alex had 100 more pens than Brenda at first. Brenda then gave 20 pens to Alex. How many more pens did Alex have than Brenda in the end? Initially Alex has 100 more pens than Brenda. When Brenda gave 20 pens to Alex, Brenda had 20 pens lesser, and Alex had additional 20 pens. The difference between Alex and Brenda will widen by 40 pens. Add 100 pens to 40 pens, and Alex will have 140 pens more than Brenda in the end. Question 38. A table and 3 identical chairs cost $85.60. The table and 1 such chair cost $62.40. How much do 2 such chairs cost? Taking the cost of 1 table and 3 chairs, less away the cost of 1 table and 1 chair, you will get the cost of 2 chairs. Subtracting $85.60 from $62.40, the difference is $23.20. The cost of 2 chairs will be $23.20. Question 39. Joe Hunt had some marbles at first. He gave 359 of his marbles away and bought 245 marbles. In the end, Joe Hunt had 425 marbles. How many marbles did he have at first? We will need to work the backward to get the amount of marbles at first. Johan had 425 marbles in the end after he bought 245 marbles. You will need to subtract 425 marbles from 245 marbles, and the difference is 180 marbles. Adding 359 marbles which Johan has given away back to 180 marbles. Johan had 539 marbles at first. Question 40. The graph below shows the number of fruits sold by Mr. Lim in a week. Mr. Lim sold 14 more apples than oranges. How many pears did Mr. Lim sell? From the graph, we can see that the number of apple is 2 units more than orange. Mr. Lim sold 14 apples more than oranges. Therefore, 2 units is equivalent to 14 apples. Unit will be 14 divided by 2 and answer is 7. Mr. Lim sold 3 units of pears. Multiplying 3 units by 7, Mr. Lim has sold a total of 21 pears. Question 41. Mei Ling has 985 balls. She has 295 more balls than Junwei. A. How many balls does Junwei have? Mei Ling gives all her balls equally to 5 people. How many balls does each person get? Subtract 985 balls from 295 balls. Junwei has 690 balls. Divide 985 by 5. Each person will have 197 balls. Question 42. Tammy started her piano lesson at 10:07 a.m. The lesson ended at 1 p.m. A. The timeline below shows the duration from 10:07 a.m. to 1 p.m. Fill in the boxes on the timeline. B. After her piano lesson, she had her lunch for 45 minutes. What time did she finish her lunch? The time duration between 10:07 a.m. to 11 a.m. is 53 minutes. The duration from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. is 2 hours. Add 45 minutes to 1 p.m. Tammy will finish her lunch at 1:45 p.m. Question 43. The bar graph below shows the favorite sport of all the primary 3 pupils in a school. Read the following statements. Put a tick in the box if the statement is correct. Put a cross in the box if the statement is wrong. The total number of primary 3 pupils is 35, plus 65, plus 70, plus 85, and the sum is 255. Statement A is wrong. The total number of pupils like soccer is 35, which is the least favorite. Statement B is correct. The number of pupils like swimming is 70. The number of pupils like badminton is 65. There are 5 more pupils like swimming than badminton. Statement C is correct. The number of pupils like badminton is 65. The number of pupils like soccer is 35. Statement D is wrong. Question 43. Some trees are planted at an equal distance apart along a straight road. The distance between the first tree and 10th tree is 720 meters. A. What is the distance between the first and second tree in meters? B. What is the distance between the 8 and the 15 tree in meters? There are 9 intervals between the first and 10th tree. Each interval will be 720 meters divided by 9, and the answer is 80 meters. The distance between the first and second tree is 80 meters. There are 7 intervals between the 8 and 15 tree. Multiply 7 by 80 meters. The answer is 560 meters. The distance between the 8 and 15 tree is 560 meters. Question 45. There are 30 pupils in a class. Each girl is given 7 sweets. Each boy is given 10 sweets. A total of 249 sweets is given to them. A. How many girls are there in the class? B. How many boys are there in the class? We can use assumption method to find the numbers of boys and girls in the class. We shall split the number into half. If we have 15 girls and 15 boys in the class, the number of sweets they have will be 255 sweets. Therefore, we shall need to reduce the number of boys and increase the number of girls. If we have 16 girls and 14 boys, the total number of sweets will be 252 sweets. We shall need to further reduce the number of boys and increase the number of girls. If we have 17 girls and 13 boys, the total number of sweets will be 249 sweets. Therefore the number of sweets will be correct. The number of girls will be 17. The number of boys will be 13. If you enjoy our video, please do click on like and share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.